So, since the last time I talked to MGK, we've talked quite a bit. Things have changed. But what kind of feedback do people give you after our first interview? Because a lot of people wanted to kill me and K Foxx.
But strangely enough, that was the interview where a lot of people that didn't like me started to like me.
Ah.
Which is odd, because I actually went to other radio stations. A lot of radio stations disliked me. So I went to another radio station. I had an interview, and they were like, after I saw the interview on Hot 97, that was where I started to like
Take
you.
note and stuff. Wow.
Isn't it weird though?
Because a lot of people expect me to spaz, and because that's actually the usual MGK reaction, I think, to everything is to spaz. So I think that, I think when I don't know what it, and you know what's crazy is that I spazzed so hard before I came
before
here.
you got here, you just gotten it out.
Yeah, because I actually hopped out the car. I hopped out the car in Midtown and walked back to my hotel and refused to do it. And then, how'd you guys get me back?
Yeah,
Y'all didn't
fisticuffs.
beat me up. Shut up, man.
They beat the hell out of him. But this is an interesting lesson for you too. Is that, and interesting for me to watch. Your biggest fans who already loved him hated it. Thought it was the worst, most disrespectful shit ever.
Interview.
Yes. Yet the people who didn't know him, the same way I didn't know him when I interviewed him, said, I really like that guy.
Yeah.
You found respect.
So the world has to thank you for MGK.
I don't want to. Yes.
How many things have you invented?
People were very upset about your show the other night being canceled, NYPD shutting it down. What happened? Why'd they shut down your show?
Good. No, good. It's time white people get shut down too.
Exactly.
Good.
Stop and frisk.
Yeah, we're gonna frisk.
They only banned me from.
So who else was performing that night?
Tech Nine and his whole squad. So they only banned me. I performed there before, no problems.
Where was it?
Highline.
Oh.
I performed at every venue in New York, as far as people in my status of career could go. Obviously not the Garden and stuff. But,
You've done a lot.
You'll be there soon.
And so we were doing. I don't know. TMZ put out that claim with the bouncer in Florida, saying I sliced his finger open with a broken bottle.
Oh yeah.
They showed the picture, and I'm looking like, dude, man, did you see the picture? This
No.
picture is
a little
makeup
scratch.
artist of the no. It's you can see his finger popping out his finger.
Oh.
Ugh.
Jeez.
So you have to be I have to be the guy from Saw to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'd have to be
I've heard that about you before.
there's no way during a club fight I'm hold him down. Okay, so I smashed this bottle. Now this is sounding really bad,
Especially given the recent
especially
events.
since okay, right, exactly. So, but smash the bottle in a friendly way on the ground. I picked a broken glass shard up, and I started slicing. You remember this, right? Started slicing an X.
On
Started
yourself.
slicing an X. This joint started bleeding like crazy. But you know what's nuts though is that there was so many people on stage going there because there was no by that time of the show there was no rules, no law. So everyone just raided the stage. And so no one really paid attention to the fact that I was going because you know what's crazy? I was at the show, and a lot of people, every time they go before me, knowing my stage reputation, they'll always bite something I always do on stage and do it. And so I'm always man, now I can't do it because
Don't worry, French Montana did not try to do that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, right. But so I was I'm just gonna take it one extra level, and I just slice. I didn't realize what I was doing, but then at the end it was just gushing. And what's so crazy, there was so many people on there. All the cameras were painted just like all the other people. I'm no, look at me. Look what I just did for you guys. Totally missed it. Went home.
That is pathetic.
Went to the hotel. Couldn't have sex because it hurt so bad.
Wait, hold on. This is serious. You had to go a night without fucking a groupie?
Yo.
This is a
It's
damn
probably that
show.
girl that got into a fight.
It hurts so bad because it's right there, right where that body just gets hit. That body part gets,
Used.
You cut your spleen or some shit, man.
You shouldn't do that.
That was a part.
Why would you want to do something? Where was your mind?
Because I wanted everyone to be yo, this kid stepped it up,
By cutting yourself.
And you got no credit.
No credit. No one paid attention. No tweets.
Yo,
because everyone.
The biggest part about that show is Future came out with an astronaut.
Exactly. He's guys, astronaut, I'll cut the shit out of myself. I will tell you one thing that's really ironic about MGK though, is that he's a nut and he is a wild boy. Yet compared to, and no disrespect to the other freshmen, he was truly the only developed, on-point performer on the bill.
I was upset I had to leave. I had another show that night, and when I saw this, just the setup of your show with the drummer, I was like, "Fuck, this is probably gonna be amazing."
Well, this is what this guy does. Like now, you're. I told you last time you had a lot of things to learn, but when it comes to performing, you've actually gotten pretty seasoned. How many shows do you think you've done the last couple of years?
This will be my 80th show straight with no off days tonight. People ask me about like the Drake and Chris Brown thing. I'm like, yo, that's the coolest thing that happened in hip hop for a long time. Thank you for fighting. You know what I mean?
Something actually happened.
No one ever does that anymore. That's so whack. That's so ridiculous, man.
You make a good point, man.
So ridiculous. They ask me how does that feel. I'm like, yo, that's the coolest thing ever, man. Because even when me and Yellow Wolf, that whole situation happened, and like that was the first time the label ever really got in my ear, and management really got in my ear and was like I had all these things telling me what to say, and I had so much in my head saying what to say, instead of like the normal sarcastic MGK that everyone knows would have went on air and just
talk shit,
it didn't happen because I had all these voices in my ear, and I watched that video back and I'm like, yo, I will never listen to anyone again. Like, I'll never listen to anyone again.
That's not you, right?
Because that's not me. I'm never the person to be like, I'm just young and I just, like, I looked at that and I was like, what? Why did I do that? And so and I was in an interview in California and I saw Yellow walk by and I left the interview, like ran out of the interview to go catch him, and ran up and we talked it out. Like that was like, you know, and it went smoothly.
And you felt better about yourself.
Yeah,
like you handled it the way you wanted to.
Because automatically in his head, like there was a whole new respect. Because I had nobody with me. Like I ran out of an interview to go holler at him. And if it would have went sour, it would have went sour. And he's the type of person that would have went, you know,
could have gone sour.
Yeah, could have gone sour.
I said to someone recently that someone who you work with. I don't remember how exactly he works with you, but I said I really like him. His music's dope. His movement's dope. He's a good kid. I said, but I'm not going to lie to you. If he doesn't tighten it up, it could end.
That's what I'm saying.
If you don't tighten it up, it could end. And then you'll be like, fuck, I was right there. I was signed to fucking Diddy.
And you know what?
That's a hard one to live down if it doesn't work out. Ask all the other people who were signed to Diddy.
The illest shit that someone said to me, and he's in this room, he said, let's just feel what success, let's just experience what success feels like before you decide to throw it all out the window.